Today we have a giant set of 44 pieces of cutting dies and matching stamps.
And they're designed specifically for card makers.
Right, and we're going to show you lots of ways to use them. Come play with us. And ta-da, here they are. 19 cutting dies.
That's right, and 25 acrylic stamps. And as you can tell, it's all about a celebration.
Exactly, and let me just show them to you a little differently. Here is a sheet that Gail did of all of the cutting dies.
Right, so all of these you're going to get from the cutting dies, even these little tiny ones, buttons and flowers, balloons, just everything fun. I especially love the little cupcake with a candle.
So you can see lots and some large shapes too, as well as a border.
Perfect for matting. This one can be perfectly matted with that one.
And here they are stamped. So it just completes the picture, as you can see.
Right, celebrate, let's eat cake, happy birthday, it's your day, make a wish, total celebrations, not just for birthdays, I mean for any kind of celebratory event.
And guess what, you can use them for non-celebratory events also. But let's get into some projects.
All right.
So the first one, going to show also the cutting die used with specialty paper. This is the Shimmer and Shine set of uncut dazzle material, and look at that sparkly.
And so simple to cut those with those cutting dies, and no stamping involved on the cupcakes at this point, but the greeting down there, so really simple to do that.
And like you said, I like those little hearts. They just add a nice piece, and on the inside there's another cupcake with some glitter on top.
Right.
And
so that's pretty simple.
Bring them together here. I just love that row of flowers.
Isn't that
and
cute?
And the stamping you can see on them.
Right, and Susan actually used, there's a swirl stamp, and she just stamped those all over those little flowers, so really cute. But the matching parts, the matching butterfly and die cuts there, and I just want to show you how super simple that is. I like to use the MISTI because it's just really easy to line up cutting dies with matching stamps. And so I've got that die cut and I've got that sitting on cardstock. You take your stamp, that matching stamp, line it up, and it's so easy before you put any ink on there or anything to get it right where you want it. Close it up, and then you're ready to ink that stamp. So I'm using StazOn in this case. You can use any color you want, obviously, but really simple. Ink it up and then stamp, and you have a perfectly stamped little die cut. And I've just sort of got that temporarily glued in place, and you can lift it up and then put that onto your project.
And notice the dazzles that she did along the body of the butterfly, just really pretty. And I love that border on the tag. Makes a really nice kind of frame on the front of your card.
Right.
On the inside, adding another of the labels, more of the flowers, more of the butterflies, and more of the dazzles. Now to go into an easel card. This was actually the first one that was done. It's on the back of the package. However, we went back and did the cutting die out of the Sparkle and Shine papers.
Shine paper. Perfect little, like little foil balloons. I love that with the jute twine on there. Just a perfect look. Now this is great about this kit, layering all of those pieces. I think that's just a perfect look.
And this is an easel card, as I said. You can see it sitting there. And on the inside, just to give you an up close and personal look, you can see those little tags hanging down. Again, the layering like you talked about.
Right. The buttons, they even have little holes in them, so you can go ahead and lace those buttons, which I think is wonderful. Be sure to foam tape one of these pieces so that the easel card will actually be held up by that. And you know how to do an easel card. Looks like that. Take the front part, fold it right down to the fold, just like so, and now you have an easel card ready to go.
And you've got the base for it. Another card, I love seeing it in different color combinations. This is just so pretty.
Isn't it? And it's embossing powders as well. So black and white embossing powders to give you just a little bit of shine and just sort of offset those. The label here already has those little holes punched for you, so you can just thread your ribbon through there. And I really like the butterfly and dragonfly in this one because because if you cut it twice, and in this case I cut it from black cardstock and from the pattern papers, then you have like a shadow behind it, and then you can lift the wings.
Very nice.
Oh,
very
nice.
pretty, and quite striking on that Little Things paper. On the inside, more of the layering, a little bit offset. And that's what's great about this set, is that all the layering that you can do, and of course having the stamps and the matching cutting dies, we all know.
Even those tiny little stamps, just extra little additions that make this such a great kit.
Very, very pretty. Now we did one step further, and shaker cards are so popular around here. So look at this. So you can see the larger label, and then the smaller one creates the shaker.
Right, and I love this idea of covering your card. So here's the card covered with paper, then taking the cutting die and placing it right along the fold of the card. Now, I did this the opposite, I put the fold on the opposite side than Debbie did. Debbie did this so that it opens this way, and I didn't know that when I did it, so I put the fold at the top, but either way works. Then when you're done, you've got a paper covered card with the fold here at the top. Now that's going to be the back. Now do it on pattern paper here. You can go ahead and stamp on that, you can die cut that, and then use a knife like the
retractable pen knife,
to cut that center out so you'll have a window. Then Debbie backed it after she cut out that window with acetate and placed a double layer of foam tape around there. So that is going to be your shaker card right here. All you have to do is take a pinch of those sequins, put that on the center, and capture it with that frame.
And then you did the same thing with this little tag to go on top. I've not seen a stacked shaker card before.
2 shakers in one, so cut out 2 of the labels, stamp one of them, and go ahead and just cut out you're going to have to cut that out on your own. The cutting die won't do that part of it, but it will make for a great little shaker card.
Very, very fun, as you can see. So just darling. Now, scrapbookers, we do title this a Cardmakers Celebration Tool Kit, but guess what? You can use it also. And here's a perfect example on this cardstock.
I love this, that you're using those labels, those cutting dies to cut out the pictures. So now you've got those rounded edges on the pictures, but especially this one, because you have those 2 different sizes of labels, you're going to be able to mat it on those papers.
And you can also use the tag cutting die to do your photos, just like you can do the rounded labels.
Such fun. And then the banner up at the top.
And the clouds and the swirls, and having swirls trailing down from the other photos, as well as butterflies. Now, a little hard to see, but these were die cut out of the yellow paper. The yellow cardstock on the back is close to the same color.
This collection is just filled with opportunities to layer, to add little details, to just really make it yours, and for any celebration. They're so fun.
Right, so this is birthday, just think of it as an anniversary, wedding, any celebration, or just because they're doggone useful.
Right.
And again, it's the Celebration Cardmakers Tool Kit, cutting die and stamps.
And stamp set, so no fussy cutting and super fun.
And if you're watching us on YouTube, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.